Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate and I'm glad you're here. Today's class is all about our upper body. We're gonna strengthen and stretch and do some all-around fun stuff. So grab a couple of blocks if you like to practice with them, a blanket if you want some padding, and a strap or some kind of scarf or a towel, anything like that. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get to work. So we are gonna start just sitting here. So I've got a blanket underneath my booty. If you wanna grab a blanket or a block and sit up on that, you can sit in Sukhasana or Vajrasana on your heels, whatever works for you. We're just gonna take a moment to settle in, right? So let your hands rest on your lap. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let your eyes slide closed. Feel your shoulders relax away from your earlobes. Notice if there's any holding in your stomach, right? And just soften that too. Feel your sitting bones where they press into the floor or the blanket underneath you. And on your next inhale, slowly lengthen up through the crown of your head without straining or adding tension to your body, right? So if you notice you've added tension, just, okay, soften again. Take a few breaths here. Allow this time here to be the buffer zone between your day and your practice. This time where we can transition into the rhythm of our breath. Just the awareness of what goes on in our bodies as we move here. Take a breath in. And when you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. Give your head a little shake, side to side. That's it. When you inhale, you're gonna lift your head. Take your right arm and stretch it across in front of your chest. And we're gonna hook that right here with the left forearm, right? Pull that right arm back into the socket. Press your forearm into your hand or your other forearm, right? And then look over that right shoulder. Beautiful. You're gonna bring your gaze through center. Take your arms, stretch them out in front so that right wrist is still on top, right? Flip your palms. Pull your arm bones back into the sockets. And when you inhale, take your arms and reach them up. So you've got these palms pressed, right? Feel your upper arms hug gently into your ears, fingertips stretch up to the sky. And as you press your palms into each other, feel your low ribs pull down. So we don't want to get too lifted out of our rib cage there. Shake your head a little bit side to side. Nice. Then you're going to bend that right elbow. Take it into your left hand. Soften your shoulders down, length up through that right side. And just take a lean over to the left. Keep that right hand where it is. Drop your left hand to the floor and then slide your right hand to the back of your head and just open up. You can peel that right elbow back. Maybe even take your gaze up toward the ceiling. When you exhale, cross your elbow over toward that left arm. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, elbow to that arm. Inhale, open it up. One more crossover, exhale. Then open it up here, and as you press your head into that hand, hug your elbow in toward your ear, push your right sitting bone into the mat, and start to peel open through this right side. Oh, you got it. And you're gonna take your right hand, swing it around toward your left knee, sit up nice and tall, and add a twist while you're here. Come back through center, and as you do, take your left forearm across in front of your chest. And you're gonna hook with that right arm. Ooh, feel your left shoulder soften. You can plug that arm bone back into the socket, and maybe you press that left arm into the right one. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale, come through center. So that left wrist is stacked on top of the right. Flip your palms. Plug those arm bones in, tailbone down, right? Ooh, take your arms, stretch them up. Feel your low ribs pull down, even as your fingertips stretch up. If you started to shrug your shoulders up toward your ears, just try to like reverse shrug. Yes. Then bend that left elbow, take a hold with the right hand, lengthen up again, and lean over to the side. Feel that left sitting bone root down. And drop your right hand to the floor, left hand to the back of your head. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, cross over. Inhale, open it up. And then cross it over. One more, open it up. Cross it over. We're gonna come back to that elbow opening, right? Lean your head into your hand like you could scoop the back of your head there. Hug your elbow in towards your ear. And as you press into your left sitting bone, peel your chest up and back. Oh, yes. And then take that left hand across, right? Sit up nice and tall and give yourself a twist. Inhale it back through center. Sweep both arms up for a moment. Interlace your fingers overhead. Press up through the heels of your hands as you flip your palms. All 10 fingers press. Squeeze your upper arms in toward your ears. And once again, give your head a little shake side to side. Okay? Reach your arms down and around. Interlace your fingers back there. Knuckles drag down. Feel your chest lift up. Big breath underneath your collarbones. You can roll little circles here if you want through your head and neck. Maybe that feels good. All right, inhale, sweep those arms out. Reach them up. When you exhale, you're gonna make your way into a table. And from table, a few rounds of cat and cow. And like any other time, you're here, right, on your mat with me. If there's anything you need, any way you need to move that I'm not saying, know that you can do that, right? You don't need to do exactly as I say all the time. The goal here is just to feel better by the time we're done, right? One more breath in. And a breath out. All right, come back to your table. You're gonna lower onto your right forearm and lower down onto the left. Interlace your fingers here. Inhale, rock forward, chin over fists. Exhale, press back. Rock it forward. And press it back. One more of those doozies. Come on forward. And then pull it back. All right, then you're gonna come back, shoulders over your elbows. Release the clasp of your hands. Take your right hand to the mat. Press the floor away. Come on back up. Left hand too. Okay? Then you're gonna lower onto your left forearm. Lower onto your right forearm. Interlace those fingers again. So we're gonna do 5 this time. You can keep the knees down or you can tuck your toes. Lift your knees and you can add a little extra challenge. Rock forward, chin over fists. Press back. Rock forward. And press back. Did I say 5? I'm regretting that choice. Come on forward. Press back. You can do a hybrid, right? 2 more. Couple with the knees up, couple with the knees down. Last one. All right, drop your knees. Untuck your toes, take your hips to your heels. Slide your arms alongside your body in child's pose. Flip your palms toward the ceiling. Take a breath right here. Let your arms just drop into the floor. Your shoulders soften. Okay, here we go. Come on up into table. Stretch it back. Downward facing dog. You got it. Shake out your head, your neck. If you want to take a little time here, pedal out your feet, you can. And then take your gaze forward and tiptoe to the top of the mat. And hang out there, Uttanasana. Hands to your shins, halfway lift, shoulder blades in, spine long, exhale, let it go. Press into the floor, come all the way up, reach your arms out, stretch them up. Interlace your fingers overhead, flip your palms, stretch up through the heels of your hands. When you exhale, hands come behind your back, knuckles drag down, interlace those fingers and fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Release your hands, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, step your right leg back. And drop your right knee. And pause right here. I know I said we're gonna focus on the upper body, but let's not forget that our legs need just a little bit of love. So nice long spine here. Press into that left foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Bend your right elbow. Grab a hold with the left hand. Pull up through that right side. Scoop your tailbone as you take your lean over to the left. Inhale, bring it up through center, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Pause right here in your plank, press the floor away. We're gonna lower down under the right forearm. Lower down under the left forearm. You can keep your palms pressed, fingers spread. You can interlace your fingers, forearm plank. Ooh, whoo, that came fast. Slowly now, you're gonna walk your feet in for dolphin. Keep your knees soft. If you've got your fingers interlaced, press into the pinky edges of your hands. If your palms are flat on the mat, press your thumbs into the floor. So your inner wrists pull down. We're gonna step back into forearm plank for a beat, and then take your right hand to the floor, press up, left hand to the floor, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take your right leg, lift it up, take it back, inhale. Exhale, stack it open for a moment here. Square it off, step your right foot up between your thumbs. Pause here, get nice and long. Back knee's gonna stay lifted. When you exhale, step your left foot to meet the right and fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press the floor away, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. Interlace those fingers, right? Flip your palms toward the sky, tailbone long, low ribs in. As you exhale, hands come behind your back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, arc your chest up and back. Exhale and fold. Soften those knees if you need to. Dive forward. Slide your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Step that left leg back. Here we are. Drop your back knee. Take a moment here. Sink into the hips. Press into that right foot. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Scoop your tailbone. Shoulders soft here. Okay, you're gonna bend that left elbow. Grab a hold with the right hand, lengthen up, and take your lean. Scoop your tailbone, pull yourself to the right. Inhale it up through center. Reach those arms, exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, find your plank. Lower onto that left forearm. Lower onto your right forearm. You can always dip your knees to the mat here, right? And come into like a half plank. You're still dragging that low belly in. You're still working your core. No big deal. Do what works for you today. Fingers interlaced, your palms flat. Walk your feet in, dolphin. Shoulder blades in. Press the floor away as much as you can. Walk it back through forearm plank. Left hand to the mat. Press up, full plank. Downward facing dog. Take your left leg, lift it up, stretch it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up here. Oh, yes. All right, gaze forward, left foot steps up. Pause it here, inhale, find some length. Exhale, step it forward and fold Uttanasana. Soften your knees here, grab opposite hand to elbow and just let yourself sway just a touch side to side. All right, release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Ooh, this time you're gonna hook the thumbs. Soften your shoulders down. Feel your fingers spread. Pinkies start to work their way away from each other. And then arc your chest up and back. Imagine you had a big old beach ball behind you. We're gonna try to curl over the top of the beach ball. Inhale. Exhale, dive it forward, sweep your hands behind your back and release your fingers. Knuckles drag away from your ears. Release your hands to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, step that right leg back. Crescent lunge, come all the way up this time. And now as you scoop your tailbone, right, you're gonna keep this lift through your low belly. You're gonna press your palms overhead and then bend your elbows. So your thumbs come down toward your upper back there, or the back of your neck. Hug your elbows in, and then as you lift through your chest, press the back of your head into your forearms. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Here we go, side angle. Take this right arm, stretch it straight up. Flip your palm, and we're gonna go for a half bind here. Take the back of your hand to your low back, or maybe it wraps around this upper thigh. Whatever feels good in this top shoulder, you wanna kick into your right heel. Tailbone's gonna lengthen toward that back edge of your mat, and roll it open here. Yes. Windmill this right hand down to the floor. Right side, side plank. Shift it around. Press the floor away, lift. You can stack your feet, you can stagger your feet. You can give yourself a kickstand with this left foot. Slow and steady, we're gonna bring this left forearm down to the floor. Forearm side plank on our left side. Lift it up. Right forearm is going to come down to the mat. Forearm plank. And we dolphin. Step it in. Feel your shoulder blades in your back, spine nice and long. Forearm plank. Press into that right hand. Press into the left. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back, inhale. Step it forward. Pause right here, sink your hips, stretch your chest forward. Left foot steps to the right. Ooh, and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Press the floor away, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Hook those thumbs, soften your shoulders, low ribs melt into your torso. Inhale, arc yourself up and back. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Maybe the other pinky comes on top. We forgot about funky pinky. Release those hands, halfway lift. Step your left leg back. Crescent lunge, come all the way up. Whew. All right, you're gonna press your palms overhead, right? Bend your elbows. Take your thumbs to your upper back area. Hug those elbows in toward your ears. Keep your lower ribs dragging down, but feel your chest lift up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Press into your feet, soften your shoulders. Side angle. Take your top arm, reach it straight up. Then flip your palm. Take the back of your hand to your low back. Roll your shoulder open. Press firmly through that left heel. All right, slide this left hand down to the floor. Left side, side plank, spin it around. Any variation of your side plank here that you want to work. And then slowly take your right forearm to the floor. Right forearm, side plank. Keep pressing the floor away. Come through center, forearm plank, left forearm comes down. You can interlace your fingers here if you want. Squeeze your inner thighs toward each other. Dolphin, walk it in. All right, you're gonna walk it back. Forearm plank. Press into that left hand. Press into the right. Downward facing dog. Oh, goodness gracious. Drop your knees to the mat. Take your hips back to your heels. Slide your hands back right alongside your body. Palms face up. Take a breath or two right here. Feel the weight of your body soften. Feel your arm bones just plop. Upper arms get heavy and drop into the floor. And take a breath across your upper back. Through the back of your neck too, right? Couple more breaths here. The rest is just as valuable as the work. You need a good balance here. All right, slow and easy. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Take your left leg, lift it up, stretch it back, bend your knees, stack your hip. Why not? Open it up. Oh, and step your left foot forward. Pause it right here, sink your hips. Step your right foot to meet your left and fold. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press the floor away, come all the way up. Urdhva inhale, reach it up. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms to the sky. When you exhale, release your hands out and down, just fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Step that right leg back. Caress and lunge. Here you go, you're gonna do the same thing. Press your palms, bend your elbows, scoop your tailbone, curl back, thumbs toward the back of your head. Keep your hands just as they are. Open the legs, warrior two, and then grab that left wrist with your right hand. Arc up and stretch it back. Reverse your warrior just right here. Side angle now. You're going to take your left hand to the floor. Take your right arm, stretch it up. This is where the strap may come in handy. If you want it, you're gonna flip that right palm behind you, come for a half bind here. Press firmly through this back leg, dip your front shoulder, and we go for a full bind. Hands can grab, fingertips can touch. Feel that right heel root into the floor, roll your top shoulder back. Take a breath here. Release, sweep that right arm alongside your ear, press into the floor, come all the way up now, warrior two. Windmill that right hand down to the floor, step it back, side plank. Beautiful, come through regular old plank. And vinyasa. First one of those today. Curl it back. Take your right leg, stretch it up and reach it back. Inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Sink here, stretch through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot to meet your right and fold. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press the floor away, come all the way up. Inhale, interlace your fingers overhead, funky pinky in front. Reach it up. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Step that left leg back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, come on up. You got it. Scoop your tailbone, press your palms. Thumbs come to the back. Arms hug and inhale. You're gonna keep your arms just like this. Spin open into warrior two legs and then grab that right elbow with your left hand. Sink a little deeper down. Reverse your warrior with this shoulder stretch. Up through warrior two. Take this right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm up. Little half bind here. You can stay right here. Doesn't have to go deeper than this. If you want to grab your strap and you need that, that's cool, right? You're going to dip that right shoulder and reach for the hands. Root down, lean back. Take a breath. Slow release. Come on up, warrior two. Oh. You got it. Windmill that top hand to the floor. Step it into a side plank. Pause here, inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Oh, vinyasa. Any way you want it. Pull it back. Take that left leg, lift it up, stretch it back, bend your knees, stack your hip. Oh, step it forward. And pause, inhale. Exhale, right foot's gonna step up and fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And fold. Press the floor away, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, reach out and up. Wow! Dive it all the way back down. Uttanasana. Downward facing dog. Drop your knees to the floor. Okay, from here, you're gonna take your right leg, step it back for a second. Sweep your left foot over to the right, and then take this right knee and stuff it underneath and behind that left one. Spread your heels super wide, set your hips back between them. You can grab the blanket underneath you if you want, or a block underneath your sitting bones if you feel like you're not fully rooted through both sitting bones. That's cool. Find something to give you a little lift and it'll make it a little less intense on your hips, yeah? All right, take that right arm, stretch it up. Oh, I know, bend your elbow. Left hand's gonna sneak around and behind. I'm gonna use the strap here. My shoulders are cooked. You can take that strap in the right hand, hang it down, and then take the left hand, pull it up, and then we've got something that looks like this back here, right? Whatever works for you. Nice deep breath. Exhale, and now we're just gonna fold over the legs. When you exhale, release that bind with your hands and just fold over the legs. A little Gomukhasana here. And you're gonna rock forward. You got it. Step the right foot back. Sweep that left knee back under, or that left foot back behind you. Right knee is gonna come to the mat. Step the left foot back a bit. Take your right foot, sweep it to the side, and then that left knee is gonna nestle right behind the right one. Same thing on this side, Gomukhasana. Roll your hips back between your heels. And again, you might find that this side's like slightly different, right? But if you need it, find something to sit up on. Make this less, So now from here, you're gonna take your left hand, stretch it up, and grab that strap if you want it. Bend your elbow, ooh, walk the right hand up. Here we are. Breathe, elbows drawing toward each other. Lengthen up and fold. And the fold may not be very deep because, man, it isn't on this side for me. So the fold might just be like a little pitch forward. And that's okay. And then exhale, release the grasp of your hands and just walk them forward. Fold here. Walk your hands underneath you. This time you're going to lean back, stretch your legs out in front, and do just a little butt walk to the top of the mat. Doink, 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 doink. Check out, make sure there's nothing behind you, like your strap or a block, right? And you're going to roll all the way onto your back and pull your knees in. And give a little rock side to side, maybe some circles here. Yeah. And then take your right leg, cross it over your left. And let your knees drop over to the right and your arms soften out to the sides. Come on up through center and switch the cross of your legs. Oh. And let your knees drop over to the left, and you can slide your gaze to the right. Oh. Bring it back up through the middle. Undo the cross of your legs. Hug your knees in. Pop your feet onto the ground, arms alongside your body. Push into your feet, lift your hips. Take your hands and sneak them underneath, interlace your fingers. And you guessed it, we're doing it. You're gonna toe heel your feet over to the right until maybe both feet are off the mat or mostly off the mat. And then lay that right arm, or that, lay onto your right arm with your whole body. I know. Oh. Push into your feet, lift your hips and toe heel through center and over to the other side, all the way to the left, and then drop your body onto that arm. Oh, thank goodness. And then press into your feet, lift your hips, toe heel through the middle. Release your hands. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Bend your knees, soles of your feet come together, a little Supta Baddha Konasana for a breath or two. You can use blocks under your knees if you want. And then stretch those legs out and relax. Shavasana. I felt like I had to put a point on that. Relax. Feel your shoulder blades drop into the floor. Feel the weight of your arms plunk down. Breathe. Feel your breath deep in here. Feel the energy in your body rise to the surface as you welcome subtle movements back through your fingers and your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. And roll to one side. And press into the strength of your arms. Buff as hell now. Come on up. Find a comfortable seat. Your eyes still closed and your gaze still inward. Pause here for a moment. You can press your palms together to Anjali Mudra, or take a hand to your heart and bow your head. And honor your time on the mat and your body and your breath and this practice that always has something lovely in store, right? Always has something for us as we move through. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, like, comment, all that stuff. And I'll see you again soon. Make it a great day.